one host, just this, coming to you live and direct.
All right.
Like, what's happening? Huh? Nope. Wrong button. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
We here though, y'all.
There we go.
Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. We live. Oh yeah, I got you. Come on over here.
All right, Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. Like I said, I'm your humble, loyal, grateful, gracious host. Just this dysfunctional world.
And I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Screaming out, let's talk.
What we talking about today?
Why in the world do people
No,
act
he's not
like
on WhatsApp.
people?
You on WhatsApp?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So you got a WhatsApp number and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that what they asked.
Yeah, I have
They want
WhatsApp
to know.
number. Yeah.
Okay. Why you said why do people
Act like people
act like people?
and do the things people do.
And do the things people do. Okay, so
See how
that's
I
what we're
said
talking
that?
about today, y'all.
Mhm.
That part. Don't nobody care. Everybody scared. Hey, he about to find his WhatsApp number and for you real quick.
It's my phone number.
But
I just got to log back into it.
okay. I mean, you want to put it out there like that, like this?
I mean, well,
Yes.
tell her
I don't know.
I give it to her another way. I don't know.
Okay.
Tell her to email me.
Right. Oh yeah. True. We gonna make this connection, y'all. I'm playing matchmaker tonight. But so
Where's
why
the
do people
lie?
act like
Where's the
people?
lie?
And like, of course, I know y'all gonna say because that's the only way people act. But we just metaphorically, why do people act like people, y'all?
Metaphorically,
You know,
why do people?
this is gonna be a good topic. We gonna let him kick it off though.
All right. So when I
Because,
say
yeah.
why is it that people act like people?
Mm-hmm. Smash the like button for
Up
us too,
until-
y'all, please.
Up until the time that
We didn't send
social
out no
media.
invites.
Oh shit. Well,
Right.
all right. I mean, most people should know when we come on
And
Wednesday.
you right about that. And
That should
look,
be
he
the
just
one.
walked out with an AR.
Oh shit! There's
It's a gun store right there. No, it's a gun store right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Think I might have to shoot his ass.
Hey, I mean, we never mind. We can't say that on here, but there's no mine's is right here. Right there. Timmy.
I mean, you know, they be wilding out.
Nah, but it's a Pum store right there.
Okay, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Hello, Nina. We see you.
Let's see.
Okay, I will. We gonna we playing matchmaker, but y'all, he had a really good topic tonight, so he gonna kick it off, and then you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get off into the conversation tonight. We're gonna have a really good conversation. Why do people act like people? I think metaphorically, you know what I'm saying, when you're thinking about this question, of course people have no choice but to act like people, but as he break it down to you, it'll start to make more sense.
All right, so that's one invite. Let me see who else I can send a quick invite to.
Let me block this person right here real quick,
Hey, block them all.
which is a troll.
Block them all.
Oh yeah, all trolls got to go. All 2025.
This is
all
not,
trolls
this is not a
gotta
Lil
go.
Wayne show.
That's right.
All rats gotta go.
He's trying to find his WhatsApp number and do all this other stuff. So yeah, but whenever you're ready to talk to the people, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. We gonna
I'm trying.
you sending out invites.
Yeah, I'm sending
Okay,
invites right
and
now.
I'll send mine out next. You know
I ain't
what
gonna
I'm
send it
saying.
to her because I already know how she
when
feel
you
about
finish.
us.
Damn.
Well, she got a bad taste in her mouth from the episode we did based on her, but you went in your direction. She was
Oh.
trying to get in her direction. Nobody was in the same direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the topic for today?
Why people act like people?
Why do people act like people? That's the topic for today. What's up, player? What's happening? This is what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm just gonna kill some time while he's sending
Please
out
do
his
that. Please do
invites.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna switch out and I'm gonna send out my invites. So,
By the time we switch out, I'll be ready to talk to
oh
you.
yeah, why do people act like people, y'all? And we talking about bigger picture thinking. You know what I'm saying? Why do people do some of the things that they do, the way that they do them? Like when you know that the way you moving might be wrong, or not wrong. It may not be conducive. Let's say that to other people or to other things that you may have going on that you're trying to do. I just don't understand that concept. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like, well said, what you talking about? It's all gonna make sense.
So broad,
It's very broad, very vague.
Yeah.
But once he start talking,
zoom in.
Yeah, it'll make more sense.
You be like, oh shit, that's
also,
the telescope.
Let me say this too. He got on red, I got on blue. We didn't plan this shit, y'all. It just happened.
It's a BNC day today.
That's what it is. No. If that's the case, then you telling me I'm the C?
You can't be the B word.
I can't be the C. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
You sir.
Oh boy.
I got red in my head up here though. You know what I'm saying?
That's not enough.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
No, that's not enough.
Man. Bro, we worked all day. Now we drinking a cold one. That's what's up, man. Hey, that's what you need after a long day's work.
We're gonna start drinking the cold one real soon. Right after our podcast.
That's right. That's right. When we go to this Mexican restaurant and get this. Yep. But
yep. All right, I'm coming.
What's on tap then? It's gonna be some of that yak. You know what I'm talking about? That yak Yanuals.
He get crazy with that.
Some red Coronas. Now I don't really drink. I don't too much care for the beer. That's their thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I do, it'll be Michelob Ultra or
Dos Equis.
You know what I'm saying? But
we're gonna get you on red stripes.
I've had that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that Jamaican beer.
Yeah, you like that?
That's from back in the day, man. I remember them, man.
Okay. Yeah, they don't sell them in stores.
Nah.
That's a personal.
Yeah. Sugar Smacks. But anyway, y'all, what's happening? We got Delta in the building.
What's happening,
you know
man?
What I'm saying? What's good, man? We appreciate that. We appreciate you sliding through, and talking to us. Delta always gonna come through, though. Everybody gonna pull up on us in a second. So we appreciate that. All right, y'all, have you ever told somebody something, then went back on your word? How did you feel about that? Did you just not care? Did you go back on your word because you didn't care about that person? You had no connection to that person? You know what I'm saying? Why did you go back on your word? Why do people act like people? Why'd you go back on your word?
That's a good one. I like that one.
You see?
Yeah.
See how things start to really now? You like, oh, okay, I see where y'all going. Man, I'm thinking about that now. Exactly. Like,
that's all I needed right there.
Okay. People make plans with people and then they don't.
All right.
You gonna talk to the people?
Right,
I'm gonna send my invites out real quick while you doing that.
Like I said, I'm your host, Just This. We got all the formalities out the way. This your boy Said.
We appreciate that follow.
What we thought from your boy podcast.
Absolutely.
Check it out. Why do people act like people? In the sense of the internet has been around for a while now. People get on here as social medias, influencers, and say the same rhetoric over and over and over, and still expect people not to be people and respond the way they respond. So if I get on here and I say, why Said, do women, then we don't have a whole bunch of women in our comments. Why y'all always talking about all women in one compartment? But see, here it is. If the dog ain't you, why are you hollering? If that dog don't fit you, why are you speaking on it? Now, me personally, I like to ask questions. I like to know why you feel that all dogs, such as men, act the way they act. All of us don't do those things. You know what I'm saying? I have some fucked up things in my character design that I did when I was younger, growing up, such as I always cheat on every girlfriend except one. Yeah, I think in my life, I think maybe two, but one for sure. I only know for sure. I can definitely lock in for sure. For one, I never cheat on her. When I got married, I stopped cheating. But every girl before that I got dated or whatever, I cheated on them. It wasn't a personal thing. It was a people thing. I just was doing me. And I wasn't prepared, or I wasn't ready to make a commitment if it didn't have a piece of paper, if that makes sense. Some people it does, some people it don't. You know? Right. There are women, I'm going to say that, there are women that get on social media or be in live places and things, and they say, until the motherfucker put a ring on my finger, I'm single. So why is it wrong if anybody else feels that way? Well, this is what happened. Today, I was on a TikTok live, and the person, they kind of semi-famous. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they were as big as they were until I saw the commercial one day. I saw a commercial of them doing their thing, and I was like, wow. So, they got a little clout. I said last week I would help out a guy at job site in BR. I really didn't want to, so I said, yeah, I help. But now I'm like, I don't want to really go. I'm off tomorrow. I'm in conflict. I always come through, but I spoke too fast.
Yeah.
Delta. As a man, as a Marine, I'm pulling your Marine card. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You gotta stick to your word. Even if you don't stay out there all day, you gotta go out there and help that man because you said you would.
You said
so. You go out there, you help him. Like I said, you ain't gotta stay all day, but you gotta go out there and show and perform because that's what you said you would do. Right. As a man, as a Marine, I'm speaking to you on that level. But like I said, I was on a TikTok, and so the lady on the TikTok, she have controversial issues sometimes, but I wasn't trying to be the problem. Basically, her and her girls were talking about broke men who don't work, all they do is beat on a girl and try to keep her at home or whatever, mad because she making money, something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was one of those things that I was like, I ain't ever been that. But then at the same token, when women do shit like that, what part do they play or what part do they take to say, hey, I chose this person? You know what I'm saying? Like if I say I'm a gangbanger, hypothetically, or metaphysically or allegedly that word, and somebody says, how come you put on a blue flag? That'd be my choice, right? It doesn't mean I'm not wrong because y'all see what color I put on most of the time. But if I put on a blue flag one day, I'd be wrong for that. Like, it's called transforming where I'm from. But I say that to say I have to take accountability for putting on a blue rag. Like, no one threw it in my pocket. It didn't just fall out of the sky and land there. I put it there. So that's taking responsibility. When women date these men, white, black, brown, yellow, green, orange, whatever, and they're a piece of shit, you chose that person. You can say, no, he chose me, but you still gave that person an opportunity to be in your life. As soon as you see things, good evening, Dashi.
What up, Dashi? Be in the building. What's up, bro?
As soon as you see a red flag, you should run. I'm not saying all red flags are, hey, get the hell away, but you know the ones that are. If a man gets violent with you or grabs you up against the wall because he's jealous or insecure, why would you stay around and see if it gets worse? It never gets better. That situation never gets better. That's what I'm saying. So people being people. So the lady that I was watching, she restarted her live because she had too many people in there and it started echoing. So she responded. I got on the camera, not with my face, just my little icon. And I was talking to her. I asked her, why do women get together and start bashing men? And she didn't answer. She said, how old are you, sir? I said, I'm 45. She said, well, you wouldn't understand today's men, so just don't even worry about it. I was okay, cool. That's not a real answer, but cool. And I mean, that's just like, if I was to say, bitches ain't shit. I know some of y'all are not going to like to hear that, but I'm just saying, if I say that, bitches ain't shit, and then said come over and be like, you know what, bro, you right, bitches ain't shit. We might have had the same experience with a woman who fit the description of what a bitch is and why they ain't shit. We might have had the same experience, two different women. Not saying that's not possible. Right. Women can have the same experience with 2-3 different men. But at the same token, when we, Said and I, get on podcasts and we say a statistic, which is most women are sleeping with the same men, not same amount as men, same men. Like, let's say it's a group of 20 people and 8 men are in rotation. 8 men, 8 of these fellas out of 20 are in rotation. All these 20 women are messing with these same 8 men. Yeah, you're going to get the same results that all the other girls got because these are the same dudes doing these same things. You chose that, though. Sometimes women, just like men, chase a pretty face or a nice body or the locks, right? They chase these things. Just like men chase long hair, nice ass, pretty smiles. We chase those things. Now, everything that glitters ain't gold, and everything that's bright ain't light. I'm just saying. So when we say this person's fucked up or they did this, what part did you play? Like me personally, I tell y'all all the time, my truth is my truth. I wear it real proud. Y'all can't knock me, block me, fault me, call me out my name, say some shit that ain't true about me. If you say this, you a fucking woman beater. I can only say I didn't beat him, but technically what I did put my hands on them. So yeah, I fall up under that category. But at the same token, don't get it twisted. I'm not one of these dudes that say beat on a woman and I won't fight a man. But I stand on my truth. If you call me that, I can't get mad and say, oh, you call me a fucking woman beater. All right. I told y'all I put my hands on women before. I said it with adulation sometimes, which is fucked up. But I said it with adulation that I've choked the shit out of a bitch. Why are people people? Why are people being people? So you can't get mad when you are putting your life out there or saying something about the people you date, and then you realize, oh, this person's fucked up. Let me rag their ass like this. But you chose that person. That person wasn't fucked up. They could have been. They could have been fucked up when you met them. But most shit come with a smile before you see it.
Yeah, that makes sense. He just said a lot right there, y'all. I know some of y'all are gonna be feeling some type of way about some of the things that he just said right there. You know what I'm saying? And just for the record, Said would never say that. I'm just saying, for the record, Said wouldn't say that. And I know, say what, you may ask? Bitches ain't shit. Said would never say that. Said would never say that publicly out loud. I would never say that. You know what I'm saying? That's just not, you know. But now, I wouldn't say it like that. Let me say that. I wouldn't say it like that. You know.
But I'm just saying, if you came, if I was saying that and you came and you said that or something like that in your way, and we had the same experience with a woman, that's a shared experience. But if I say that from my experience and you just come coattail like, yeah, that's right, yeah, that means we're bashing women. We've gotten together and now we're bashing women.
Okay.
Off of my opinion.
Okay.
Is that right or wrong?
It could be a conversation and someone is just having a conversation with you.
But if it was just a conversation, when I asked those questions, why did I get blocked?
Okay, well, in your sense, yeah, because one, it was multiple women who was in that sense of that example. Yes, they were bashing men. Yes, because they got mad as soon as a man came in there and asked the question. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they wanted to continue to have their bash men session. Absolutely. In the sense of what you're saying, where, you know what I'm saying, I ride the coattail of what you're saying. Hey, big shout out. Dashi said he on daddy duty. Deuces in the building. What up? What up? We see y'all in here. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Annie in the building. We got the moderator. You got blocked because you didn't fit the something. I couldn't catch
the
all
narrative.
Yes,
the narrative
absolutely.
They were trying to push.
Yes, and they were pushing it out to women. So when you came in and asked the question, even though all you did was ask a question.
That's it.
You didn't state a fact.
I didn't get mad. It wasn't a high pitched voice.
But the fact that it was going against the narrative that she was trying to push, you know what I'm saying, is why you end up getting blocked.
Why are people?
She trying to get her numbers up and keep her numbers up. So she gonna talk about this because women love to dog men out.
So women love the dog men. Women love men that pander to women.
Absolutely.
Like, which one is it? You want us to pander, or you want us to be bad bitches? No. You want us to pander, or do you want us to be bad niggas, bad men, so y'all can talk shit about us to your friends? Girl,
both.
He wasn't shit.
Both. Listen,
girl.
Now, this is what Said will say, and this is speaking directly to that part right there. Women love to play victim. So of course they're gonna want to run men down.
All women?
I mean, if you ask me, yes, all of them. They all play at some point.
He said it now. Don't punish the guy with the red shirt. I just brought it to y'all.
Well, see, he already said his part. You know what I'm saying? No, but they like to play victim, right? We know this. We know this. Now, and it could be an example of them getting up in the man's face, hitting him, and then the second he, you know what I'm saying,
flinches
or do anything. Now, bad guy. Well, no, I'm talking about just to their friend.
Okay.
Girl, I can't believe he put it in. He did. But you ain't say what you did. Oh, but he's supposed to be a man. You supposed to be a woman and grown too and smart enough to know don't do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
two wrongs don't make a right.
Right. They make a left hook. I mean a left. You know what I'm no, but yeah. People act like people, y'all. And if you notice, I mean, that's how a lot of these people get their social media following, you know what I'm saying, by finding, it ain't even a niche, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what people
I was
like.
gonna say, is that a niche? Because I was sure for to say,
Well, I mean, but
what's happening, Morg?
everybody building.
Everybody give Morg I'm sorry for her because she lost her voice and she can't make videos right now.
Wow. She a mime. She could be a mime. Like, I'm just playing, Morg.
I
Sorry to
didn't
hear
say
that,
it. I
Morg.
didn't say it.
Sorry to hear that you lost your voice, Morg. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure your boyfriend like that.
Wow.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just playing, Morg. I'm just playing.
Woo. To the young lady that we invited on the show to tell her story that came out all wrong, I apologize. I apologize.
Wait.
To the young woman
Uh-huh.
that came on our show through phone, through text,
Uh-huh.
and had us tell her story
Uh-huh.
that didn't go right,
Uh-huh.
I said, I apologize. She feel like we're a woman bashing podcast too.
So
Are we a woman bashing podcast?
no. And just because one person say that, I mean, okay, so just because she said it, what about the folks who give us praise and be like, man, y'all got a great show. Y'all talk about a lot of stuff. I tried to apologize already.
You did.
So I ain't doing it no more.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just
he
asking.
did it.
Yeah.
And
yeah. But
great.
I'm just asking, like, do we bash women on here?
No, we talk.
Conversation.
We have an open discussion,
Open
right?
discussion.
And we don't bash anybody. If we not on here saying women ain't ish. They do this, you know, well, you might, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm playing. No, I'm not. But
Who is the religious woman? I didn't say religious.
no. And then look, in that situation right there, right?
Yeah.
We didn't know that was about her. I didn't.
You did.
The chat didn't. You did. I didn't until she said something, right?
Right.
See, so once again, she just jumped out the gym.
Holla.
Well, she jumped out the gym
Because she didn't have to say nothing that
nothing at all.
they would have never known.
Nobody would have ever known. I would have never known.
We just would have been talking from a standpoint of someone who with their kids. And it just would have been okay.
And what's funny about that is, well, I don't even want to get back into that because it's going to create a whole big thing for you. Not for me, because I don't.
Really, because I want to answer the phone.
Oh, I mean, and I just don't give. Yeah.
See, he talked like that. See.
But you see how I can censor myself. Unlike him, he done said bees probably 7 times on here, and he ain't talking about gang neither. He done said,
I'm in that mood today, though.
He said bees ain't ish. How many times? Even though he wasn't calling them that, just the fact he said it.
Just the fact that I said it.
The vernacular that you use is very important.
I have a different tack than you.
Absolutely.
My tack wasn't refined when I went to the Marine Corps.
Well,
it was defined
by
very numerous page 11s and Article 31s. Okay,
I choose not to talk like that. Let's say that. I choose not to. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm on the podcast, I want to talk, and we allow people to talk however they want to talk.
I mean, we asked for colorful writing because
look, y'all remember Tanya?
Who?
Exactly. So y'all know the drag out. We allow people to say whatever they want to say.
All right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't censor anybody. And that was his friend, which is why y'all see now I don't want to say anything to ruin that friendship. This is just how my mind works. I got my thoughts on that though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's important to me that he don't lose a friendship. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't give a F about what she's talking about.
Right.
So I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. You know, you gotta be mindful about that sometimes. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have to. That's what's up though, y'all. Yes, I remember. That's why I said religious women. That's who I figured y'all were talking about. No, we're not talking about Tanya. We're not. We're not. I was just saying. I was giving an example of some of the.
Oh, that's who he was talking about.
Oh, well,
that's
okay.
who Delta was talking about.
Right.
He thought that's what we were talking about.
No. I was giving an example of how we allow people to come on here and speak. You know what I'm saying? Speak their mind. Excuse me. That's what I was trying to do. But no, not at all.
Go live when we go live. That's cute.
Yeah, it's a few people that do that too.
That's cute.
They go live when we go live now, and I don't like that.
That's cute.
Like, what? We had Wednesdays and folks had other days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, you want to go live when we go live. Why? Why? Don't try to take our Wednesday. This is all us, y'all. Smash the like button. Y'all have already. We appreciate that.
Man.
Share this with one person though, y'all. But it is getting a little cool out here a little bit.
Uh-oh. You putting on clothes, y'all. I feel good.
Well, I had to take a shower before I came.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you do the cold part, did you?
Cold part.
Like I told you, when you take a warm shower, you're supposed to rinse yourself off with cold water so it close all your pores.
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
See?
I'll be honest with you. I ain't did that at all.
See, I was telling you that for a reason. I wasn't just telling you that because it sounded cool. Like, you take a warm shower, you wash your body, and then you rinse yourself off in cold water so it seals all your pores. It closes all your pores before you walk out the place. So you won't have to worry about getting sick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I appreciate that. I got that on the next shower. You know what I'm talking about?
That's how people get sick. The pores be open.
Yeah. Your pores be open.
Hot
That's
water
true.
opens, cold water closes.
Absolutely.
Just copying the link, even if you don't actually send it, helps the algorithm. Yes, it
Absolutely.
does. What's up, MJ Hustle? He's in the building.
MJ Hustle in the building. What up, MJ? What's happening there?
Okay, so like following on with the thing, not only are we just talking about women and men, people who hop on social media for the sheer presence just to bash or talk shit about people. I had a family member.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I put way too much of my life out here.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to make it
okay. So I know a scenario, right?
Okay.
The person was talking to another person. Person A was talking to person B. And person A said, "Hey, did you know the only reason black women work is because they jumped on the train of white women wanting to be equal to their counterparts?"
See, now you finna start something now, you know that, right? Because I would say, I don't even know if I want to engage in that conversation for real. But I would say this, that was definitely part of, to me, that was one of the reasons that the separation between black men and women started. Because, and this is back then, but some black women was led to believe that they wasn't being treated a certain way or they wasn't getting a certain thing. When in actuality, in my opinion, that was never an issue in the black community. Those were issues that other communities faced. You see what I'm saying? But we were led to believe, or some of our women were led to believe that it was something that they faced as well, and that's not true. And feminism, hold on. Feminism played a big part in that as well. You know what I'm saying? Feminism had them believing that certain things would happen. That was never an issue in our community. What you got?
So Morg said, "Now, dude, what? Black women work to survive like everyone else. What?"
And that's why I said I don't even want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Okay, I got another one. Here go the last one. Somebody told me this, and they told me to be very careful if I ever repeat this online. So I'm gonna repeat it. Why is it black people hate everything about slavery except Christianity?
That is a great question. That is another argument starter. You know what I'm talking about? But that is a great question. Great question. Like,
text the call-in number. Hey, okay. Annie, can you please put the number up? I don't know it off the top of my head right now, and I don't feel like looking for it. But if you don't know it or have it, I don't have a problem finding it.
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Come on now, they benefited from patriarchy.
Who
benefited from patriarchy, Delta? All right, I'm gonna stop. Those are all the rants I have for tonight. Now we can just get into regular conversation. Don't mind me. I just had to get all that off my chest. Great question. You know who?
Oh, them. Okay. I feel you then. I'm with you. Y'all coming up here starting some stuff today. Ooh wee.
But I didn't say it when the hypothetical situation, I keep fucking it up. Whatever. Look, I didn't say it to be like, boom, you work because of this. I was just saying overall, like in the midst of the beginning of things, it was a tight-knit family. You know, because one of the biggest things I hear women say, why he left the household, right? Me and the kids got into it, or, you know, he left me with the kids and left the household. I said, okay, but see, here it is. And this is a trick. This is a funny trick. So before Black women tried to work like their counterpart, there was men in the household all the time. If a man didn't do anything else, he was in the household. He might have had another family somewhere, but he was in the household. And I'm not saying that makes,
a family somewhere.
I'm not saying that makes it right, but if you fast forward time, now he has several families. He's in their household. Which one do you feel like was better? Plus. Now, women have equal rights, which I'm not saying y'all don't deserve them. Y'all go to school, y'all get picked up at these companies, and they promote y'all for having education, which is not your fault. Hey, no one said men shouldn't go to school. But when you get promoted in these positions because of your education, you start looking down on your counterpart. Why he can't do the same thing I do? Because he lived a different life than you. His education may not be that high. His record may not be that clean. Whatever the case may be. But when you look down on it, on your counterpart, now he's not suitable anymore. If he's not suitable, you have to find a new counterpart.
Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna push back on that a little bit because
More made a good point here. Let me read.
Go ahead.
All right. If anything, Black people do Christianity better than white people. Always, LOL. Have you heard a Black preacher on a Sunday? That man is serious. Prices can easily be affordable.
I mean,
go ahead. Jump out there.
I forgot what I was going to say, but now I'm just going to speak straight to that point right there.
Okay.
Black people do Christianity better than any other race of people, which to me means we bought it. We fell in hook, line, and sinker.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily a good thing. It's not a bad thing, I guess, for some people, but it's not necessarily a good thing, right? You have to. Okay. When they had a slave ship named Jesus,
and it came back,
and that was the first one, right? The very first slave ship that came across by Sir, because he was like knighted, you know what I'm saying? It was like Sir somebody, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember his name at the moment.
Said.
Hell no. But slave ship named Jesus, right? I don't think God really wanted us to be slaves if that, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's the case, but you got and it actually JESUS actually stood for something. You know what I'm saying? The letters itself. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember exactly what it is neither, but I'm just saying, y'all, I don't think that was the case, right? And also I think that's why you hear a lot of people non-black, let's say that, who are not Christians. Sometimes you gotta follow the money. Sometimes you gotta follow them and see why they don't rock with it. And it's a lot of non-black people who are not Christians at all. You know what I'm saying? And that says a lot. But you have more and more black folks now who are waking up to certain beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Because of apps like this, apps like you know what I'm talking about, where you're seeing certain things. People are reading more. People are finding out more information. People are tired of when you ask the preacher the question, his only answer is blasphemy. Or he might agree with you and still go out there and preach what he's preaching. What? How? You see what I'm saying? That's also why you see the rise. This is a whole nother conversation, but the rise of the non-denomination church. The rise of the non-denomination, which means that preacher doesn't fall under the Catholic Church. Y'all know Christianity Church falls under the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church sends down what they have to preach for that Sunday. I don't know if y'all knew that, but that's actually true. But the rise of a non-denomination church, they preach what they want to preach. That's still church though, so but I'm just saying.
You were going to make a statement about me saying something about how black families used to be. In the sense of,
that's why you can't cut me off, because I'll lose my thought, you know what I'm saying, my train of thought. How black folks used to be. Okay, so back in the day, especially with feminism, the rise of feminism, right?
It's in the pulpit.
Feminism, excuse me, was started by two white women, right? And they started getting other white women first to believe, but then they understood that, okay, our message is not getting as strong as we want it to be, right? And everybody knows it's a common thing. You want to get black people behind your movement. If you got something you want to pass, let a tragedy in the black community happen so we can start marching, we can start protesting, and then you come on the backside of that and get your bills passed and get your message across and blah, blah, blah. So when the two feminists that started the movement started to incorporate black women purposefully, and start telling them that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all not being treated equally neither. Y'all need the X, Y, and Z. Well, these were not issues that was a common thing in the black community. And how do we know this? Because when feminism started, the marriage rate amongst black folks was almost 80%. Almost 80%. That's 8 out of 10 people was married. You see what I'm saying? At the beginning, at the start of feminism. So overall, the black community was fine. And this is whether you was jumping the broom or actually going to get married for real. You see what I'm saying? So the way we was living back then, and let me say this, because I know somebody gonna jump out the gym and be like, well, you make it seem like men wasn't doing this back then. They were. Men was doing certain things, but so was women. You know, and I mean black men and black women. Yes, we had our issues. Not saying that, but it was 8 out of 10, 80% marriage rate at the start of feminism. So that's what I was gonna say to that. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's true. Like there's nothing no one can say to debate that. That is an actual factual. You know what I'm talking about? That's a true statement. Marriage rate was really high around that time. Divorce rate was really low. People was doing really well on our level. Let me say that, on our level. You know, people was working, raising kids. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, the whole 9 yards. But then feminism come. Now, also, that's what I was gonna say too. The thing he was saying about men having other families, that was a true thing. That was happening. But guess what? That man was taking care of both families. Both families. He was taking care of both of them. And is it right? Hell no, that's not right. Should anybody have to be forced to deal with that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So in that case, absolutely, that fell under women being mistreated. Absolutely, that fell up under that. Were there men who were drunk, who was abusing women? Absolutely. But that's been through the dawn of time that's been happening. So that's not a black thing. That's just, like he said, people being people thing. You know? But yeah, I'm gonna stop that right there. Because I can keep going on and on and on and on about that. And I'm sure it's other people who have other comments on it though. Ignite TV, what's happening? Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt. I'm the rapper with clout, other nigga rap about.
All right, so the only thing I have to say in conjunction to what he just said is, see, a couple years ago, 15, 20, maybe even 30 years ago, if you were a beautiful person, you were just a beautiful person. 30 years later, everybody's a beautiful person because they can afford it. I said that to say, again, people are people. So if a man say he cheat because he likes beautiful women, you shouldn't even marry that man, because there's a beautiful woman created every day, not being born, going to get surgery, the BBL part, the the lipo, the face, whatever. It's all. So, with that being said, if people are beautiful more unnaturally now, what stops someone from looking like? What is the point? Like, what is the purpose anymore?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like one time people said, just for reference points,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, an ugly girl, she might have some good, whatever.
Right.
A big girl might have some good, whatever.
Right.
But if everybody's skinny, everybody got a BBL, everybody wear a wig, everybody got big lips now, or tan skin.
Mm-hmm.
What makes us different anymore? And if we're all the same, why we can't get along? Why are we still talking crazy about the next man?
And that's a good question, and I think that just comes back to what you were saying before, people being people. When you understand the nature of people, you learn how to control them, and not control them in the sense of like I got mind control over Debo, but like in the sense of the young ladies who you were talking about right. Earlier. Okay, the host of that or whoever paid the young lady who paid it was, she know that other women like drama. She know that women like to talk down on men, right? She know this. So what better way than to create a page and you see what I'm saying, and go live.
But that's not her content all the time. It's just been her content for the last week or two. Like she just got out of a bad relationship or something. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Well, maybe her numbers are going down.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. And tactical trick.
Right. And she know, okay, this is how I can get it back in. Or like you said, maybe she just broke up or maybe they had an argument. Maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that type of thing. So she know, but once again, this is what women do.
Right.
And they like to talk about men or bad thing that men did to them or whatever and powwow and get all the attention from their friends or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. It's just something that they do.
But but that's what I was saying about shared experiences.
Mm-hmm.
If woman A ain't never been cheated on,
mm-hmm.
how you gonna coincide with woman B saying all men cheat?
Because and I mean I'm not a woman, so I can't speak to it. But if it's 5 of them, right, mm-hmm. and like you said, woman B is the only one who never been cheated on, she can say, yeah, but 4 of my friends have. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So now she always gonna be speaking from secondhand information. She gonna be speaking from TV shows that she's seen. She gonna be you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is why they watch all them Lifetime movies where the man did this and the man did that.
Tyler Perry movies.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And Tubi now, because Tubi is the big thing. So they watch all these movies, get these things in their head. Okay, prime example of women watch all this other stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any woman can walk up to a married woman and be like, your husband cheating with me?
And that's it.
That's all it takes.
She ain't gotta have proof.
Right.
She ain't gotta know what your husband look like.
Exactly.
She just started a whole World War III in your household.
Right.
But
you know why?
Reason.
Because they watch all these damn movies. And it be implanted in their head already.
To believe bullshit.
Yeah. Right. So it's like second, it's instinct.
Yeah.
Oh, he cheating on me with her, you know what I'm saying? And don't let her look halfway decent. You know what I'm saying? And the woman could just be bullshitting. Don't even know you. Matter of fact, it could be a dude who come up to her and tell her. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. All it takes is for someone to come and tell her, oh, I seen your man, I seen your husband or whatever, he was cheating on you.
Mm-hmm.
And even if she don't believe it, even if she blow them off, right? Like, girl, get out of my face or whatever. When she get home, she gonna have a conversation with that dude about that shit.
Yep.
And he gonna be like, I don't even know, I wasn't even there. Who you talking about? And the woman ain't gonna believe him.
Right. That's right.
And then she gonna get on the phone with her homegirls and she gonna tell them.
And they gonna co-sign that bullshit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This is just what they do. It's what they do.
Oh, they got a movie that does that. It's called Recency Bias.
See? and that's why they make all these movies. That's why Tyler Perry is so successful with a lot of movies he made. You know what I'm saying? In Tubi, in Lifetime, and all these other channels, because they know women like this type of stuff.
Delta Great. But I'm like, no, there's men who married their faith. That's true. There are some, but the narrative is that we're not. Your thoughts said about women always saying men cheat. He just gave it to you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You spoke on a situation.
Right. I think once again, when you understand the nature of people, the things that they do don't bother you. I understand that women gonna always say that men cheat because women are programmed to believe that.
Right.
Literally since they are little girls, which is why they put money away for a rainy day fund. Because they always believe that at some point in your relationship, your man gonna do something. And now you gotta leave, and you ain't gonna leave empty-handed. You see what I'm saying? So they always like
Christy
and his wife,
Jackie
Christie, right? She tried to get 300 M's, but he had all the information on her. But just the fact that women are told this since the time they are little girls.
Yeah.
Since the time they are little girls, put something to the side, put something to the side. You know what I'm saying? Put something to the side. He gonna do something. You gotta leave. You don't want to leave with nothing. It's like, why? Like, y'all really believe this shit?
She gotta leave in the first place.
You know what I'm saying?
Grandma didn't leave. Great grandma didn't leave. Great great grandma didn't leave.
I mean, but
times were bad. Shit got hard. And I'm saying, like, even if you married today, if you're married today in today's society, shit gets hard. Two people gotta work to make sure that their household is good. If you want to have cable,
what's up, Jacinti? How you doing?
The fancy things, the nice things in life, Coach bags, whatever, nice cars, a nice home. Two people got to work, unless that man. I ain't gonna say. Unless that man is a doctor, a lawyer, top doctor, top anything, or been at a plant for 40-some years. He's not making enough to afford nice things with a one-income home. He's not doing it. So all this conversation about 50-50, let's be realistic. Some people can do it by themselves and what they live in by themselves. Because one person living in the house is a lot different than 5 people living in the house.
Okay, since we touched on that, right? The whole 50-50 thing. Nobody, well, I ain't gonna say nobody could go 50-50 because most people can go 100 by themselves, right?
Yeah.
But would you rather go 100 by yourself or 50-50?
And see,
that's what it comes down to.
That logic don't make sense to some women.
Right, which is dumb because
I don't want to do 50-50. I did it all by myself.
But continue to do it by yourself. Like, because once again, and I don't know how many times I've said it, you're not going to be a modern woman and think that you're going to get a traditional man because of the things that traditional man wants. You see what I'm saying? Y'all think that even with these young boys, who y'all think these young boys are listening to? Older men. What do you think older men are telling them? And I'm just being honest because I know what I tell my cousins. You know what I'm saying? I know what I tell them, and they young. They 15 and 13. So they young, and I know what I'm telling them. You see what I'm saying? And let me say this. Even if I don't tell, even if we don't tell them, they still know. They know what a simp is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about they know way more than you. And I'm talking about the young boys.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all think that, we too old, we don't understand the younger generation. Okay, cool. Let's say we don't. Y'all think y'all finna finesse these young boys out here now? If y'all think men our age ain't coming up off no money, okay. These young dudes are not, I repeat, is not.
The biggest dudes that come off money, and I hate to say this, and y'all not gonna like it, but it's drug dealers. Real average men don't just come off money. Now, have I been known to buy a gift or two for a woman 3 or 4 or 5 times? Yes. But I'm not gonna just, I don't know, some shit I do because I just do it. Because it's just whatever. Like, it don't mean shit to me. But I don't be like spending my whole income on a woman and still got bills and stuff to take care of. Like, here, girl, go get your nails and hair did. Go fly, go buy you 2 outfits. No.
But and I'm gonna say this too, because nowadays these are the most morally conscious drug dealers ever. They not giving away money like they used to neither. They are not. A lot of these dudes they got plans with their money. They trying to flip it and go legit, you know what I'm saying, and do something big with their money. I'm telling you. So once again, these young boys who doing well in the streets, they not giving up bread like that.
True.
Not like that. Not like y'all think. I'm telling you. Like, the time for men caking women is over. Now, of course, it's gonna be some scragglers, and I said that just like that on purpose. It's gonna be some scragglers out there who still gonna be simping. You know what I'm saying? But overall, as a whole, it's not gonna happen. So when women saying, I made a post the other day on Facebook. Some woman, random woman, I don't know. She posted what all she do for herself, so she expect a man to cover these things. It was like hair, nails, makeup, lashes, breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner. Y'all heard what I said? Breakfast and lunch and brunch and dinner. Ain't brunch, breakfast and lunch, but it was all four of them was on her list. Like you said, mani-pedi, all this stuff. Now, you hear them say two things, which they contradict themselves a lot. We do this for y'all. We do this so we look good for y'all. But then at the same time, we don't do it for y'all, we do it for ourselves. So if you're doing it for yourself, why you want a man to pay for it? You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for him. Right? I mean, I'm just saying. I seen where somebody said,
what do we need fake nails for? Like, what is the equivalent of a woman having fake nails this long? What do she do with those that we like?
Right. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
If a woman has short hair, long hair, or purple hair, what do we care?
It just look good. That's it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
If she had a regular body or a BBL, what does it matter? The part in the middle that matters doesn't change regardless of whether the booty is small, flat, or big and outrageously round. It does not change the middle part.
Okay. Right. I agree with that. I mean,
silicone breasts don't taste like real breasts.
These are just all aesthetics, you know. That's all it is.
Lashes. How is that for us? We don't even see that shit. We can't see your eyes. Lipstick. What is it good for? Because y'all got the shit now that don't come off. So if it don't come off, that means we don't even have the rainbow down there no more.
I mean, but these are the things that's true. So when you asking a man, or excuse me, not even asking, demanding, these are your standards for a man to date you. Why? He ain't getting nothing out of that, and you ain't doing it for him anyway.
Oh, and he said put scratches on your back. No. No, but them talents.
And look, and there's nothing wrong with all the things that I just named, right? There's nothing wrong with those things, right? And I mean, just like if somebody want to get those things done for themselves, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But don't make that a requirement.
I'm writing the list tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm writing the list.
Oh, this man gotta get your hair done. She
gotta get my locks retwisted. She gotta get my shape up, my edge up, my beard lined up.
Damn.
She gotta pay for my gym membership so I can stay looking fine.
Damn. Okay.
She gotta buy my protein.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She gotta get creatine. Fucking all my supplements. That keep me healthy and right.
Right.
My male enhancement shit. Right. Some new J's every month.
Yeah, you gotta have some J's on your feet.
Some J's on your feet every month. And she gotta put $350 in my pocket a week.
Damn.
Yeah. That's good play money. That's go out and eat gas money and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See, hey, so you high price.
I'm regular.
Oh, that's regular. Oh yeah, that's just a standard right there.
Yeah, I'm not broke, you know. I'm regular. Yeah.
And look, this is what's funny. I wish I would be like, oh, you gotta do this for me, you gotta do that for me. You know, now if I told my wife, hey, look, I need you to do this for me, she gonna laugh.
But you know what?
She gonna laugh at me like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Because with a wife.
Well, I mean, like before we got married, I mean, as when she was my girlfriend, I'm saying, she would have laughed at me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And then I'm the type of dude, I don't expect much. You know, I don't want much. And my wife will tell you that.
That's just not good.
It really do. It smells delicious. Whatever the fuck that shit is. That's that chicken and rice combo.
That's that real chicken and rice.
My wife would tell you, she'd be like, hey, I want to buy you a pair of J's for your birthday. And I'd be like, okay.
Huh?
Right. But I don't never go buy them. She'd be like, go ahead, go buy, you know what I'm saying? You know, or come on, let's go, I'm gonna take you. I'd be like, all right, we'll go tomorrow. We'll go the next day. And then the next day never come. You know what I'm saying? And it's
You're
just
a grown man, you have other priorities.
right. But at the same time, she know that I like Jay, so she want to do something nice for me, right?
Right.
But it's just like I'm just a certain type dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
fair.
a certain type dude, and I'd
That's
be like,
fair.
nah, I'm good. Or I'd be like, you know, let's wait until whenever.
That's fair.
You know, and it's just one of them things. But you know, it's some dudes who may take advantage of that. Oh, I'm gonna buy you a
whole
pair of
lot.
J's. Okay, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly, instead of going to buy me a pair of $300 J's, you know, I'll take a
Pew pew.
well, yeah, but I'll take a video game. Go get me the new John Madden.
Overrated.
No, not to me it ain't. Not to me it ain't. $69. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I bought a new Madden versus $300 pair of J's, and I like J's, but I just don't want her spending that much money on me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I spend it on her quick though.
Right.
I spend it on her, no problem, and we'll have a good time. We'll go out and eat and all type of shit. But I don't know. But I think with that being my mentality, that's why she don't mind spending money on me sometimes.
True.
Because she know that I don't even want her to spend money
I'm sure
on me.
you were begging for the shit. She'd be like, damn.
Right. Like, damn, this ain't always trying to
But see, that's the key point right there. Men don't have a problem with covering most of that shit if they can.
absolutely.
But the fact that a woman demands shit from him is the main reason he don't want to do shit for them.
Right. Yep. And then first thing they try to do is run a guilt trip on you. Oh, you must be broke.
Like I heard this shit several times.
Uh-huh.
If a woman helps a man, if a woman helps a black man get off the ground and start a business or whatever, if she helps him from the ground up, he ain't gonna do shit but leave her and go find somebody else.
No.
But
Go find who though? Who? Say it. You know who they say he gonna. Well, Kanye,
I'm gonna go over here.
Hey, Kanye said it best. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. I'm just saying, right? Ain't that it? See, and it be shit like that. That's the stigma that's out there. You know what I'm saying? That be the stigma. Hey, you did this. Oh, you did this. But that's the stigma. That's what they put out there. That's what they portray. Now, it'd be a lot of athletes that do that, and that was a whole nother conversation, you know what I'm saying, about that. But
that's a doorway into the Illuminati. All right. You gotta have a blonde, blue-eyed to get in the Illuminati.
oh, okay.
That's the key.
Ticket.
That's the key. That's the ticket in the door. And once you're in the door, I don't know what's going on. I haven't been invited yet.
Yeah.
You know, the podcast is blowing up. Y'all sending our likes out to people. So, you know, one day we might get those calls. And then we'll be able to come back and report to y'all what goes on once you're inside. But as right now, we just know the key, the door unlocker.
That's the key, then I guess I'll never be there.
No, you can't get in.
Right.
No, you can't get in.
Then you can tell me what it's like.
I'm gonna tell you what it's like.
I'll be at the front. You be in the back room. Yeah, you and MJ. Right.
MJ.
I can get in the house, but I can't get in the back. You know what I'm talking about?
You might not be able to get in the house.
I'll be in the front yard.
Yeah, you be in the front yard. Nah. Where's your blonde?
Right. Like, you know, I don't have a blonde. Sorry. I don't partake. I don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs with the blonde.
Right. I don't do drugs. No.
Wow. Okay.
Just saying. No.
But yeah, that's what they say. That is a stereotype. But then at the same token, that same stereotype is a white woman will get a black man at his lowest, help him do some shit, and then black women will get mad because he won't leave someone who helped him become him for them. But they are absolutely 100% sure that if a black woman helped him become him, he gonna leave her for her.
Right.
This way I remix me with me.
Exactly. But what about when it's the other way around and the black man help the black woman get on her feet?
Then she leave him.
Now, and it'd be funny because she leave him because she'd be like, oh, he ain't making enough money.
He bored.
He ain't doing this. Okay, and I know somebody who this happened. No. I'm talking about somebody. I know somebody personally.
Okay.
In my real life.
Okay.
He paid for. Okay, I ain't putting no names out there, but He paid for her to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
She got 1 degree.
Mm.
Then she got another degree.
Mm.
And then she started doing certain things. And
Mm.
she kind of came up a little bit.
Okay.
And then left him. And then left him.
And her
said,
reason was
they're not equally yoked.
they're not.
That was the term that she used.
And I just spoke on that, ladies and gentlemen.
But look, how they not equally yoked? He just helped you get here. If you got a coach who taught you to freaking throw 100-mile-an-hour fastball and you made it to the MLB,
Mm-hmm.
professional baseball, now you gonna fire that man and be like, "Oh, coach, I can't ride with you. We're not equally yoked." No, what you mean? This man helped you
So
get up on this
the
pedestal.
premise of that is, it's like yoga or meditation.
Uh-huh.
So if I teach you about the seven chakras, right?
7. Uh-huh.
If I teach you about the 7 chakras, and when I met you, you was on 1,
Uh-huh.
and I help you elevate yourself to 7
Mm-hmm.
or 6,
Mhm.
maybe not even a full 6 or a good 5 or
Right.
6, and I'm still at 3, you have outgrown me. But as a mentor, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But as a loved one, you're supposed to reach back and pull them up with you.
Okay, and I agree and I disagree because
Okay.
I don't think somebody can help you reach a level that they haven't obtained yet. I don't think someone who only reached a level 3 can help you get to a level 6. I don't believe that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But it can happen. I guess. But how can I help you? Like, okay, another example would be currently, how can we help our kids with the type of math that they take in school now? Right?
Mm-hmm.
If we wasn't taught that type of math or the way that they do it now, you see what I'm saying? The formula, the equation
Right.
is different. So we can't help them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So there's nothing that we can do where we're going to sit down and talk to them about life. Like, this is about math. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got all the life experience, but this is math. We're talking about something very particular. But now,
Right.
let's say this, though. They doing this math and they doing all that. But I got a job where I got to use that particular math. Now I can help you. And you can't say, well, Dad, since you didn't do this in high school, you can't help me. Bullshit, I'm doing it now. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
So we
but-
still equally yoked.
But to answer your question,
Mhm. And they trying to do a battle. See, I ain't with that.
if an older person
Uh-huh.
made it to the 6th grade
Mm-hmm.
and they helped their grandchild
Mm-hmm.
go all the way through high school,
Mm-hmm.
you obtained something that they couldn't do.
Okay, but how did they help them go all the way through high school? They didn't help them with the lesson,
No.
and that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they didn't help them with the lesson.
No,
they just
they
gave
can't
them
help with the lesson.
encouragement and support.
Encouragement, support.
That's
They
it.
pay for all the stuff that need to be paid for.
Right. Exactly. Now you can do that, of course.
I mean, maybe that wasn't afforded to them coming up,
Right.
so they had to drop out and get a job.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. Absolutely. But that person who dropped out and got a job cannot say that they are on the same level with that person.
No.
You
No,
know
no,
what I'm saying? They can't
But
because
with,
you're
with the
not.
chakra thing, what I was saying is, if I teach you how to meditate properly and channel yourself, you can grow on your own
That's true. Not
to
you're
another
right.
level
True.
higher than my level.
Okay.
Because maybe in me teaching you some, you take in something differently than what I took in.
Right.
So when I say deep breathe here, you expound or something. What's the shit when you speak shit to happen.
Oh, manifest.
Manifest.
Uh-huh.
You might manifest another level of peace
Right.
that I wasn't able to tell you about.
Right.
So then you've made it to another level.
Okay. And that's true. I agree with that 100%. In that sense, I would still say that
They're not equal though.
I
You
mean,
surpass them.
well, yeah. Okay. Absolutely. They surpassed you,
But that's
they took your teachings.
right. But that's how
And-
Black women are as a group, not individuals.
Mhm.
So, like I was saying, they get education.
Uh-huh.
They get promoted based on their education.
Uh-huh.
Men normally get promoted based on their work effort.
Right. Right.
So you can start at the bottom of a company and become the CEO by working long enough.
Right.
A woman will become vice president or CEO even by being promoted for different educational levels.
Right. But she still put the work in. It's just a
She
different
still
type
put
of
the
work.
in, but when she get here, because education promotes you a lot faster than working up through the ranks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when she get to CEO or vice president, she's looking for a president or another vice president to be her mate. But if you're not there, she moves on to a man that she feels closer to her rank.
Okay, I can see
and
that.
That's why they leave us.
Well, see, I can see that for a woman who's single. I don't see that for a woman who's with somebody, right?
Listen, there's a black woman on the internet right now. So she was married to her husband for 13 years.
Right.
When she got degrees and when she started getting more money, she felt like she didn't need him no more.
And then what she said at the end of that story.
She said, now my husband's remarried to somebody else.
Right.
They're happy.
Right.
And I'm lonely.
And so that's regret.
It is.
And that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, in the process before they get to regret, they think they found grass green on the other side.
Right. But now, I mean, nothing we're saying is absolute, right? So nothing is 100%.
Right.
It's always going to be.
It's always that one or two.
You know what I'm saying? We can see this or find the video.
Right.
Absolutely. But I mean, does it happen? Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it happens.
Yeah.
But for most people, most women who obtain vice president, president, CEO, or whatever the case may be, if they with somebody already, I ain't gonna say 9 times, I'll say 7 out of 10, they're not gonna leave that man because they've been with this man for however long it took them to get there. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of reaching this goal, reaching a certain financial level, and you can't even share it with the person who you know love you and you love them back?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? For women who are by themselves or didn't have anybody and they made it all the way up to CEO, of course they're going to be looking for someone on that same level.
Right.
As they should, because they may think that people below them is going to try to use them. Right. Especially if it's a new guy who you just met or your homegirl hooked you up with. You can't blame them for thinking like that. But somebody who they've been with, excuse me, I don't see them. I mean, once again, it can happen.
Right.
Like the story you said, that woman left her husband after 13 years because she thought that she ran it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a black woman. I know the video he's talking about. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? And she said because they were no longer equally yoked.
That's what she said.
That was the term she used financially.
Yep.
Because she had obtained a master's degree, and that master's degree had took her through the roof. Look at my roof, like way up there, right?
Yeah, ceiling changes.
Yeah. Right. So now she felt like he wasn't worthy no more. So she left him. And guess what that man did? Rebounded, dusted himself off.
Yeah.
And found somebody else who appreciated him for him, and now they happy, and now she lonely as fuck making all this money. You see what I'm saying? And that goes back to because I know I'm getting long-winded, but it goes back to what Kevin Samuels always said. For the most part, men don't care about a woman's achievements and accolades.
Right.
Because for us, that's not attractive. Now, we're not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying that's not what attracts us to women.
Right.
The amount of money you make. Or the car you drive, or you got a master's degree, a PhD. We don't care about that.
Those things don't manifest anything in the bedroom.
Right. And that's just not what men are attracted to. But that's what women think men are attracted to.
Because that's what they're attracted to.
Because that's what they're attracted to. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's so many people that don't understand that men and women are different. On so many different levels.
Are not the same. We are not the same.
It's not just something that men say because it sounds good. Like me and my best friend were talking about today about the post nut. Have you heard about that?
All right, Delta. Appreciate you tuning in.
All right, Delta. Okay. You wouldn't have probably heard this. I didn't hear it.
Okay.
But I heard like the scenario of what it is. All right. So basically, a man put on the internet that when you
text me your order too, I know you hungry.
When you're thinking about doing something irrational, if you go get a nut off, whether it's jacking off or whatever, then you think that irrational thing more clearly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've heard of that before.
Okay, so that's called a post nut.
Cat Williams made a joke about that.
Right.
He made a whole routine. Yeah.
But you know, the way me and my best friend were talking about it, like, so she heard it from both sides.
Okay.
If you go in the bathroom or you go wherever you got to go and you get one off, you think things clear now, or you get one off by making that bad decision. Because most of the time that bad decision is a woman that you probably don't need to be with, but you go get it off with her. Now you did a bad decision. Now you in your head like, man, I knew I shouldn't have did that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I do that dumb shit? Now
Think
she might be pregnant.
right.
Whatever the case.
Now you think about the
I gotta deal with this motherfucker.
Right.
Shit.
Right. Yep. Yeah. And that's true. And that's because Cat Williams was talking about the woman at the bar, and then you drinking, you know what I'm saying, and doing all the other stuff. You're like, go in the bathroom, rub one out, and then come back and see what you think about that same woman. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole, I think it was Cat Williams, I think.
Yeah, it might have, yeah.
He had a whole routine. So I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. And that's especially for men for single men who think with the wrong head.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? You're thinking with the wrong head.
Like I was telling my best friend, that's not like something we just make up. Like really, truly, sometimes that organ takes over rational thinking in right now's time, and like real time. Like we be on this bullshit because of some shit this motherfucker is doing to this bullshit. So
right. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. All right, y'all, check it out. We appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, y'all. Be sure to check out a lot of the reels. Is it reels on YouTube? Reels. Check out a lot of the reels that we have posted up, y'all.
What else are they called?
Shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah.
It might be shorts.
Okay, reels is IG.
I think reels is IG.
So shorts. Yeah. So check out some of the shorts that we have. We've been putting out a whole lot lately. So y'all let us know what y'all think. Should we continue to do this? Should we not? And also start sending us some topics again that y'all want to talk about. You know,
don't forget we got merch.
Oh, that's the thing, Delta, because Delta has said, I know he just left too. But if y'all want merch, right? Like this is Thought From Your Boy Podcast. This is regular sweater with. Let us know if y'all want the other one that has the picture on it, which we got like probably 4 or 5 people who want one of those sweatshirts. So let us know, and we'll get one to you. You know, we'll get it made up and stuff like that. So we actually really trying to do some things, y'all. Get the merch out there. The call-in number, more shorts are gonna be going up on YouTube. Let us know if y'all know somebody who want to do a collaboration with us, who want to come on the show with us. Let us know, y'all. Reach out now. Hit us in the DMs or whatever.
I don't know if you're supposed to be able to comment on the shorts, are you?
Yeah, you can comment on the short.
Annie says she can't comment on them.
Really?
That's what she just said.
Man, we got to check that out and see what's going on.
Yeah, we got to check that out.
But we appreciate you for letting us know that, Annie, for real.
Yes, we do.
So now we can try to...
We'll be on the detective look at that.
And see what's going on.
With that being said, I'm your host, humbly gracious, and thank you for tuning in tonight. Just this Dysfunctional's World.
I'm your boy Sid, a.k.a. Mr. Let's Talk. We out of time. Till the next time.
Screaming, let's talk. Peace. Button. All right, let's see if it goes dark.